Hello and welcome to another video from Between the Ropes TV. Guys, today I'm just going to break down the Golovkin versus Ryota Murata middleweight bout for the WBA, IBO and IBF middleweight crowns. Guys, what a very interesting fight. What a very interesting fight. Really glad to break this one down. Let's be honest. This fight was tough for Golovkin in the first few rounds. Golovkin looked every inch 40 years old, just like we broke down earlier when we did our preview. Golovkin, I thought he looked quite slow early on. I know Josh predicted that. Look, he's going to take his time. He's going to be ring rusty. He's going to take a lot of shots early on, and that's probably when Murata is going to have most of his success. And that fight went exactly according to that. Murata was very successful early on. I had Murata winning rounds 2 and rounds 3. I thought he bossed the fight. He was the ring general. He pushed Golovkin back. He answered Golovkin's jabs. He landed some beautiful left hooks to the body on Golovkin. And which, I mean, we always knew Golovkin could take shots because he's got a terrific chin. What we didn't know was Golovkin could be hurt. I'll tell you now, Murata did hurt Golovkin. He did hurt Golovkin with some of those body shots. You could tell Golovkin wins. At one point, you know, he stuck his chest out to straighten himself out to get extra oxygen in. He was definitely hurt. Then what we saw was Golovkin do what Golovkin does best. He doubled up on his jab. He took away the right hand of Murata, which was his danger weapon. He started to work off his left hook, Golovkin. He started to land that left hook really clean. I was saying to a couple of my friends that the left hook was a lot slower than what it's usually been, and they were responding to me saying, "Ray, look, his left hook's never been quick." My mate Imran was saying the left hooks, it's never been quick. Speed's never been his best attribute, but it was noticeably slower this time. But nevertheless, it landed and it still did damage. I thought he started to dictate the pace of the fight, Golovkin. He started to slow Murata down. Murata, his head was never moving anyway. His head was always on center line, but he could work off the jab a lot better. And then he started to keep Murata steady, keep him stationary, and then because he could work off him, he controlled him. Then he started to win subsequent rounds, and I think it got to a point where round 6, I believe, he hit him flush with a right hand, and Murata's mouthpiece just came flying out. I felt, yeah, that's when he started to get Murata, and it just became a physical beatdown after that. There was points when you thought you started to wince, you started to get a bit uncomfortable from Murata there, who was hard as nails, took some real punishment, round 7, round 8, and by the time the stoppage came in round 9, it was brutal. I mean, Golovkin hits him with a right hand, and he does almost a 180-degree spin, goes down on one knee, and he's corner throws in the towel, which I think was the right thing to do at that stage, because there had been 1 round traffic for 2 rounds previously. There was points in round 7 and round 8 where I thought Murata was going to take a knee, but he didn't. Murata's hard as nails, as brave as they come. He didn't want to give in, with it being a big fight, huge fight in Japan. He just didn't want to give in. Did Golovkin show that he still have it? I mean, I'm going to stick by what I said in the preview. I think Golovkin can beat most of the middleweights out there. He really can. His power's just too much. He's not as quick as what he was. I would disagree with what my friend Imran said. I think he had relatively speed. He's always had good timing. And if you've got good timing and you've got good power, you can always beat someone who's quicker than you. He's still aggressive, and he's clearly still hungry. But the big thing for me is, does he beat Canelo, and is he competitive against Canelo? Now, another good friend of mine, Mickey Curry, He messaged me. He told me he wouldn't advise Canelo to take that fight. He wouldn't advise Golovkin to take that fight. I would have to agree with him, especially with this fight being mooted at super middleweight for the undisputed belts that Canelo holds there. I've always thought that the two fights with Canelo were classics. They were for pure boxing fans. They were classics, but this isn't that Golovkin now. This isn't that Golovkin who went toe to toe with Canelo for 24 rounds. This isn't that Golovkin that had that punch output. This isn't that Golovkin that could walk somebody like Canelo down and keep up with that pace. At times, he was struggling to keep up with Murata, and Murata was nowhere near at Canelo's level. And what people need to remember is Murata was getting to Golovkin with those body shots. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that he was close to stopping Golovkin. Of course not. But he was hurting Golovkin. He was changing the course of the fight by targeting Golovkin's body. Now, Canelo's a better body puncher than Murata. He can be more aggressive, he can be more calculating, and he hits harder. So if Murata had success against Golovkin adopting that model, Canelo, bearing in mind he knows just how much success he got against Golovkin on the front foot in the second fight. Imagine what he's going to do this time around. I just think that with each fight, Canelo's getting better and better and better, and Golovkin's starting to deteriorate. Although Golovkin's still effective and useful, I just think that the timing's all wrong now for Golovkin for a third fight. I'd much rather see, in my personal opinion, should Canelo get past Bivol, I'd much rather see Canelo in with the winner of Beterbiev and Joe Smith Jr. I think that will give me more credibility for Canelo for the light heavyweight undisputed title, rather than putting him in a game with Golovkin, who just, you could argue, is a shell of himself. I'm not going to go back on my words. A shell of Golovkin still beats you the middleweights, but just doesn't beat Canelo. Just doesn't beat Canelo, not at his current form anyway. But guys, that's my review of the Golovkin Murata fight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your thoughts. How did you see the fight going? What do you think Golovkin should do? Should he take the Canelo fight? Do you think he's got a good chance of upsetting the apple cart in that fight? Don't forget to let us know. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.